Bang. All right. The 73rd IWAR Gold Strategy Workshop is here. This is going to be for the April cycle of 2024, not 2026. And I have a special way to open the show. Of course, I'm Matt Riley, and this is Michael Cook, the IWA strategy expertician, which I'm going to keep saying until it becomes a real word.
I didn't know if it was. I
Oh.
wasn't going to question it.
So this here is a little package I got from Aaron Fitzpatrick. And I really hope it's not him quitting the IWA and be like, I'm leaving. Peace off, dude. So let's see here. Well, somebody popped it open already, so it's hopefully Canadian. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, if you thought to yourself, I want hand-drawn Randy Macho Man Savage, boots and all.
Is it laminated?
I think it's like a sticker. And then of course you would need bang bang, Cactus Jack. In the comments section, be sure to like, subscribe. In the comments section, leave your thoughts for today's show. And if you've ever had a Cactus Jack or Macho Man Randy Savage sticker, but wait, there's more. Not that. That's right. I've got Samoan Death Grip merch. So the top tag team in the IWAR, BRL, Samoan Death Grip, Toa Noah, and the Samoan Assassin. So I have a shirt. Thank you, Aaron. So wow. I'll
Looks
be
pretty
sure to
good.
make sure your guy gets in the main event. Wow. Let's see if I can put a
And now you have to wear it around, and when people question it, act like they're stupid for not knowing who it is.
I know. What do you mean you don't know who's Samoan at? They're from Apaloma. Come on. You stupid. Like wear it to like a AEW show. If you're a real fan,
Yep.
you'd know who they were. Let me go later. I'll get my phone out of what is the IWA? Oh yeah. So this show, we're gonna tackle the big things. I got my 5-hour energy ready. Okay, I lied. I'm fueling my sports hate and my sports Tourette's with watching March Madness above me. I think Mike's the same
Mm-hmm.
situation, right? You
Yep.
got TV.
Mm-hmm.
We're watching. This is currently Alabama at North Carolina, or North Carolina versus Alabama. There's another game I can't quite read. It looks like it's Illinois, Iowa
Yeah.
State. That's still a barn burner.
It's a 9-point game, about halftime. So
Oh, okay, so that's fine.
with this,
But if I can get out of tonight being 4 for 4, I'll be very happy. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but
you said Illinois
I took Illinois. Yeah,
and
I took
North Carolina.
took Clemson, took UConn, and then I
Mm-hmm.
took tomorrow night's game. Ugh, we'll see what happens. So yeah, as some people might say, well, what are your credentials for this? We list them in the thing, but just so you all know, uh, you should know that if you go to the IWA homepage right now and look up the latest IWA report, you'll see that the latest Hall of Fame induction is who the heck is Mike Cook out of the NDL. And Mike Cook has won Wrestler of the Year award for 3 different IWAR leagues, the BBL, BRL, and BWL.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see.
Next year, I'm going to add a 4th.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, fans. I saw you cut back a little bit, so I didn't know if you were like, I know you've been trimming
I
and
did, but I'll have enough to still do another league.
are you gonna end up like having to make new wrestlers?
No, that's the one thing I won't do. So I've got plenty still. I've got 57 total.
Or what, 6
And I'm
leagues?
retiring 1 per cycle, so yeah,
I used to
it takes
think
a while to get that number down.
I think you should be super petty with your Hall of Fame post. Be like, my Cook has beat, blank in their 57 matchups, has beat them on average,
Yeah,
Um,
it's you try writing facts about your IWA career, and you run out pretty quick.
you have so many.
It's
You can say things like, you use your plaque to beat a homeless man to death once, and plant the evidence on somebody
I
else.
need to put a plaque up in here. I got a diploma, but I need to replace that with a plaque.
Yeah, like priorities here. Priorities.
Yeah.
It's like my friends like with hell divers too. They're like, no one's ever around to play anymore. Like, at first we were like, oh, we were all playing for like a couple weeks in a row, and now it's been like very like sporadic or not at all. I'm like, guys, well, it's my son's birthday. Whatever. He's gonna have plenty of them.
Yeah.
Just go into the room, play the game, and then come out, have some cake. No one's gonna know. Terrible parenting. So looking, once again, we saw that Steel
Hmm.
did the old, we'll use gold. Bastards.
Yep. So yeah, and Iron did 2 cycles ago. So yep, the two that did nothing.
Damn it.
That's what it is.
All right. So yeah, let's
It's
clean
okay
house
though.
here and see what we're left with.
Yeah. So that's gonna take 29, 26 out because
Yeah.
2 reasons. I'm not going to use 28s again because we know the last 2 times it's been 30 plus cycles. So you can safely not use it again this year, and there's a really good chance you're going to be right.
So
So don't
if for just
use
the sake of argument,
28s.
the 28s
Mhm.
did drop, what level would the anger be? Would it be like just annoyance, or would it be like punch
Nothing. I would
Calipari in the
just be
face?
okay. Yeah, I'll just be okay with it. I'll move on. It's not going to ruin my day. And I'm going to put 26s with it too. I don't think that we'll see that happen again. Let's see. Here we go. Trying to think how many. 26s probably could in a little bit, but you see 14, 8, 8. So could there be one again this year? Probably, but I think it's a little early still,
Okay.
and I'll just
Fair
I'll
enough.
avoid it for a while until if we get probably closer to 9 and 10. I think I'd call it a real possibility again, but
Okay.
a little early. Unless you just really like it, go ahead, but not for me.
All right.
I will leave 27s on here. They are in the range that look at 27s. We did 23, 9, and we're up to 19 again. So odds are you will get your 27s soon. The other thing I think of with these though, you see it was 18 there, so
All right.
we're in the range for it, but we know that over the course of a year, it's typically only 3, very rarely, but sometimes you'll get a fourth double drop. And I just don't see by April that we would have 3 out of, we'd have 3. But you never know. Yeah, last year's gold having 2 26s, you see, and you see that's pretty uncommon for gold. So
Yeah.
I think this year we're only going to have 1. I don't think we have 2 again. Could be wrong, but yeah,
I just picture
the
someone
27s
like
are possible early.
Johnny B's like, oh yeah,
Mhm.
you will be wrong.
Yeah,
Damn you.
that could be. But he lives by code, and I don't think he would do that.
Guys, you won't believe it.
So
Johnny B went rogue. He hadn't delivered the report. Really? Yeah, and he punched me in the face. Rogue Johnny B. Make it happen. He'll be like The Rock dropping F bombs at the shows.
I didn't watch that.
It was a good, but if you get a chance to watch the audience, like the shot of them watching the Jumbotron because it's unedited,
Mhm.
you drop the F bomb, like nice. All right. Rock old school in it. All right. So we're 26s are
So
out
yeah,
then. All right.
yeah, yeah. I'm going to call it that. I'll leave it right here, but you see, I marked it orange. 29, 28, we get to take an additional combination off because it was the 53, 33, which was 2 cycles ago's 25s. And we know there's like a 2% chance of that happening. So take that one out.
Yeah.
These four right here, you get to take out because they would have had hold 25 in it. So even though we didn't get any help so far this cycle, we are down to, let's see, 8, 9, 12 fronts. So not bad. Uh,
I like that.
what really helps this cycle, though, is the back has very few options, actually. So we'll start with, because we always, for our point flow, we want to get the end right.
I'll check
And
the group page. The end of these asked questions. Probably haven't.
so 90 was, so not 90. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I was switching up, forgetting which cycle we're on. So we're on the one where it is a little trickier to predict.
Yeah, I've been trying to get better about like diversifying my combos, but like trying to also at the same time focus down as best I can to get like as few options as possible. And it's been a roller coaster.
Mhm.
I've definitely uh seen some ups and downs, but I've had more 501s in the last 8 cycles I think I've ever had. Like maybe it's almost as many in my whole entire playing time. Thanks, IWAR Workshop.
I've had gold, I've had 4 this year, which isn't bad.
Yeah. And I especially love when you hit a 501 and you get a big old zero. Like no report hit. Man, Tanaka got ripped off, but that's okay. He somehow lucked his way into the league championship. Bureau tells I was laughing off so hard because I was like, oh man, 494. And I was looking at the raw scores because for some reason IWA will send me the scores. I don't mind that they do this, but I'm partly like, oh, I don't want to wait. I enjoy like seeing the Bolton open up and seeing the results. But also I know people were like, hey, did you get the scores yet? And
Mhm.
seeing the Turner with a 495 in TV, I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm looking and I'm like, where's the league champion? And I looked right past Tanaka, even though I would have, if I was paying attention, I would have noticed that. Also, side note, I'm not going to do scores at 2 in the morning anymore because I messed a bunch of the scores and the events up. Because I was like, I'll do all these scores and get them out first thing in the morning. And I did get them out first thing in the morning. I also had a bunch of typos. So that wasn't good. But you can't have it all. Where would you put it? All right. So our back end looks like a nightmare.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I'm
what I'm
kidding. It looks actually pretty nice.
looking at. Yeah, there's only 4 options is a good part because as we always do, we blindly follow what happened to start the cycle and 42, 42. So absolutely in gold, go with a 42. And because of hole 90 being a 44 last cycle, that had already cut us from 16 to 8. And then being able to pick a 42 gives you 4 options. So you'll have 90 here.
Yeah.
You have to pick, how you're going to put the 45s. And it's actually a bit of a challenge here because you see that we had 5 here and then we have had 3s. So possibly 3s kind of the limit they're going with, but
Yeah.
it's a little unusual. I think I would switch it and go with the 45 1 and 2 part. That's probably what I'll do, but it could easily be the other.
Yeah, a quick side note about this. I saw somebody mention something. It wasn't so much a question for us, but someone was talking about a player who used a certain setup that was like they put the and I used to do something like this. I used to when I did my strategies for years, I went with like 44, 43, 45, 45, and then 42 or 41 at 15. And this particular player did a thing where they were like 40, like it was very similar. I wish I wrote it down. I was like, I'll remember this when I see it, and I don't. Uh, but it was just, the value in doing it this way, I feel like as long as you nail that 14, 15, that's a start, right? Like, okay, that's the easy part, so to speak. And then, at 13, if you have enough coverage, you're going to nail the back end pretty well.
Mhm.
Yeah. And so, uh-oh. Someone interrupting our meeting? How dare they? It's a workshop.
What? Yeah, so the only way that it ever works out if you put like the 42s go to 14 instead of 13.
Mm-hmm.
There's scenarios where if it's a 500 or a 499 that wins Fed, you have a better chance if your missed point is on the back. So, like if this was if you got a 43 out of this instead of a 44,
Mm-hmm.
then you would have 43, 43, 44, which would beat somebody that had it in the proper order and missed.
All right.
I've seen it play out like twice that actually mattered. So it can, but it's safer to just do it this way. Because this way, if you have a non-perfect point flow and somebody else does, then you're fine. Otherwise, you would lose to just non-perfect point flows all the time.
Yeah.
So it's best to just go this way. But yeah, it's good that we've got the four backs. There's not really anything that can narrow them down easily to know which one. If you look at the 42s, 63 and 65, none of there's been that good in a bit. 65 has been a little better.
Yeah.
You see it's kind of falling off.
Yep. Yeesh. Yes.
63s, it's been like a year since it did anything really above 43.
Right.
Not quite a year. Okay, a little less than a year, but close to it.
So it's due. You're saying
Sure.
there's a chance.
Yeah. I don't really like either one, but we know that's what we should use.
Yeah.
uh, odds are I'll figure out a way to narrow this down a little more. And I'm probably going to take all four on two drops or something like that.
Okay.
So let's look up here again. Like I said, I don't think I want to use 26s. So let's just get rid of that. The part that's really messing me up because it hurt last cycle. We had the proper drop selected, but the question of is it going to be from one of the 25s from 2 cycles ago? My guess was yes, and so I was just on the wrong side of what did hit,
Mm-hmm.
and we're kind of stuck there again. You see, it's been just yes, no,
Yeah.
pretty consistent. So I'm willing to gamble that it'll go back to yes. Uh, Probably just follow this pattern until it doesn't.
Well, if that's the case, holy
And sure
moly,
enough,
that
as soon
makes
as we do that, it'll be a no. But yeah, that would take us down to 5 if we did that.
yeah.
And really, I mean, all it's taking off 27, 26 is the big uh, removal.
Hmm.
You'd say the rest, you still have most of it. So I'm not too crazy about taking 27s yet, but it would take those away and it would take part of the 28, 27.
Yeah. Oof. Oof.
But yeah, it would put me basically, I think I'd be taking like the 28, 27s and probably a mixture of these, but or actually, yeah, I don't think I'd take a mixture. Actually, I think I'd pick one or the other. So really, I'd have to decide if I like 53, which let's look at 53, and it's an unusual hold because you see that it's on the. This would be the fourth time basically that it put a 25 after being one cycle above. We know that that's fairly common, but here's
Mhm.
one. Here's one. So it's an actual on that hold. It's done it before. It's
Yeah.
done. Did it do it twice?
Oh,
Let's look
no.
back. No, okay, just once. It was 3 and then
Mm.
4. Uh, so it's possible there, but that's pretty uncommon for that to happen.
Yeah.
So I think there's a stronger chance if you go with that it's going to be one of those two that is the 33 dropping
Hmm.
over the 53. So probably that puts me in here. And then, yeah, I think I could go like just follow that, go here and take all 4 of these.
Yeah.
Um,
That gives you your 2 drops right there. You said you'd keep it to
mhm.
2.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I feel like 27, 26, though. I'm just trying to think of anything else about it.
Well, is
Yeah. I think that's
one
just
due to
where
be
I'll
dropping
follow.
anything?
What now?
One's,
One?
that habitually bad hold, and 45 has been
Yep.
pretty safe, almost too
Mhm.
safe.
Yeah, 45 has been really good.
I think the one time I was like, "There's no way it'll drop,"
One
dropped.
one's been decent for what it is. Like it's the longest stretch since here.
All right.
I don't mind one. I think you can. Yeah, I think one's a little safe right now. They seem to like to give it a break every once in a while.
Yeah.
When it's on that break, it'll last a little bit.
And 45 is just uh,
Yeah, it'll go. It's like the 22 was. That long
mm,
stretch. Maybe it's the new hold there.
yeah.
So yeah, we don't mind using one, and we do like 45. So that again shifts us to this area if you go by liking those two holds. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean that's if you're gonna go yes, that's on the 25 drops.
So even if I mixed up like a no to be safe, I could use this one, and that avoids 45 and one, like we were saying too. So
Right.
uh, I think the way I was going to, so I'm moving leagues a little bit. I think we ended up with 12, so I could use a third front this cycle since there's only 4 backs. So maybe I do go over here versus just taking a third from up there to be safe. But yeah, I think that's where I'm at. So it's good. We started off with a really low number of options, so you really
Uh-oh.
just have to make one or two decisions like that.
I noticed something
What do you say? What's that?
on the
Did I mess
28
something up?
27 line.
Did I miss top one?
Well, I think it's supposed to be a 1, not 31.5. Or
So
sorry.
28, so 33 1. Yes, you're right. 33 1. No, 33. Yeah, 33 45 and 33 1. Sorry. I was looking through on one. Okay,
I
so
already
that's
took it. I
actually,
already took it.
yeah,
I
somebody shut off the
already emailed
video and
Kim.
then
Kim. Oh, by the way, shout out to Kim because um I I noticed last minute that I doubled the hold. twice. And I had to on the fly redo the strategy off my like in my head. So that 494, poor Kim was probably like, "What now?" Oh, AI Kim. We gotta make AI Kim a thing and it happens. All right. So I think we're in pretty good shape, right? I mean,
Yeah, I mean it really is. Take this little chart here and just
Darren
focus in on
says
the one area you think.
Darren says 42-2 is king this time.
I don't know why.
And then
There's
I was asked.
I find there's a little logic on the reasoning of that.
He
like
also I was also
I've never figured anything out.
Dan asked which 43, so I said 43-3, just to be safe.
Yeah. Like I said, those I feel like the logic we used on some of the things up here is above 50%. When these are more 50/50s to me. I'm picking a 43 or 42. It's going to
Don't
get
touch
hair
my
all over the
shirt.
new shirt.
I
Yeah.
know. Too bitch. Bitter. Um, yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty straightforward shot this month as far as our options go. And I always like, if you can get your back five kind of the combos you want to go with and just narrow down. So, you know,
Yep. Which that's pretty narrowed down.
it really is.
If
And
you so I mean, just looking like off the 42 twos, 40 so it was a 1 2, a 1 2, a 1 1 1. So see it's a mix. It's not like
yeah,
it's yeah, it's there's not like a clear way that it'll go.
yeah. No,
More often than not, so if you look at this, what 1 2 3 4 5 6 out of the 6 times we did have a 43-2, uh, 4 out of 6 had a second one. So percentage wise, looking at a range, it's a 66% chance that it's the two.
all
So you
right.
could use something like that. It's got some
Whatever it takes
logic
to
behind it.
justify it in your head.
Like I said, it's above 50% that it's happened in the past. So you'd have been right more than wrong. But
All
no,
right.
not a guarantee. Like I said, I'd rather lock in on some of these and not just completely miss a back. So,
All right.
because even if I'm wrong, I'm dropping a 27, and you see everything but one drop has a 27 in it.
Yeah.
So on one of the two, I'm going to get every 9 out of 10 holds right on the front. Uh, so yeah, odds of me doing really bad are pretty low. One of the eight will probably do pretty bad. The one that misses the 44, and the one that misses the 45, and the one that misses a hold up here, or
Yeah.
two holds, I guess. But
Yeesh. All right.
I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think we had a good little show tonight. As far as brief show, we had. Oh, there's a little. Your time zone's running out. Of course, thanks to Aaron for this great merch. You can see it really up close there. It's the Samoan Death Grip, and of course, I'm gonna guess these were hand drawn. So there it is. I'm not tired at all. And of course, North Carolina's only up by 3 because they got to do that to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. All right. Well, I guess we'll call it a night. But thanks everybody for watching.
Mm-hmm.
Remember to like, subscribe, and post your thoughts, questions, ideas, comments, whatever. I know last time we had a problem where the screen was a little fuzzy. I don't know. We'll see what happens this time.
Which
Uh,
screen? Like my
yeah,
computer screen?
yeah, like your
Hmm.
chart's a little fuzzy, and I don't know why.
Yeah, that's weird.
Do anything different. So hopefully it'll be okay. So remember, if all else fails, go with go with the 29 drop.
Mhm.
All right. All right. Well, good luck, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll check you in 3 weeks. Good luck Tuesday.
All right.
Thanks,
See
man.
ya.
All right.